Hi guys! A few months ago I did a video about the 10 iconic moments in Disney animation, and it covered the 30s up through the 70s. I promised I would do a second part, and here it is. This video will cover the 80s and the 90s, and it will include Pixar and other Disney animated films that aren't animated by Walt Disney Animation. So without further ado, here is Top 10 Iconic Moments in Disney Animation Part 2. Number 10. The Great Mouse Detective Battle in the Clock Tower. I will say that The Great Mouse Detective is maybe not the most well-known Disney animated movie. I personally liked it, and besides The Little Mermaid, I thought it was the best movie of the 80s from Disney. This moment I really enjoyed, not so that it's iconic, but more so that it's actually very important in Disney animation history. And it's actually the first moment in Disney animation which used heavy CGI, which is very important because we all know the role Pixar has played with Disney, so this was an important moment in Disney animation history. Number 9. Pocahontas, Colors of the Wind. If you've seen my look at Disney animation, especially the part on the Disney Renaissance, you'll know that Pocahontas is my least favorite movie from the Disney Renaissance. However, that doesn't mean I can't admit when the movie has strength. And the animation in Pocahontas is beautiful, especially in Colors of the Wind, when there's a lot of different animation techniques, different colors. At one point it looks like Pocahontas and John are in a painting. It's just really, really well animated and beautiful looking. It's in actual public consciousness, this song, this sequence of events that happened in the song. Plus it's just really pretty. Number 8. The Nightmare Before Christmas, Jack's Lament. Not only is this one of my favorite songs from Nightmare Before Christmas, but just the visual, most specifically of Jack walking through the curly hill and it unrolling as he walks, is just so amazing. There's a reason why so many people regard The Nightmare Before Christmas as one of the best stop-motion films of all time, and it's because the animation is so intricate, so dynamic. It really looks like it's just one fluid thing, not just a series of still pictures. It's so gorgeous, and you could just tell the hard work that the animators and the sculptors and the artists put into it. Honestly, when you think of Nightmare Before Christmas, this is the moment that sticks into your mind, and it's just gorgeous, and I just felt like I wanted to talk about it. Number 7. Mulan, Cutting Her Hair. It's pretty much a known kind of thing that the later half of the Disney Renaissance is the weaker half of the Disney Renaissance. To me, one of the unsung movies of the Disney Renaissance is Mulan. A lot of Disney fans, Disney fanatics really talk about Mulan, but people that aren't so much Disney fans or animation fans don't really talk about it much. But when they do, they talk about the part when Mulan starts her transition into her alter ego, sort of. She cuts her hair, and it's just this defining moment in the movie and for Mulan as a character, because she's taking a risk, she's making her own decision, and she's going through with it. So it just signifies her bravery. Number 6. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Out There. I love The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's my personal favorite movie from the later half of the Disney Renaissance. But what's so neat about Hunchback is that it's really one of the most controversial Disney movies, I think, ever. It's a really divisive film, and I think that's why it's so neat to talk about it. I think the moment that I felt defines Hunchback as a movie is the song Out There. More specifically when Quasi is sliding down the banisters with this joy and love for life in his face. He has such hope. He's splashing water on his face. Birds are flying past him. It's so uplifting, and it just shows his heart. That song, out of any other, shows his heart. And it's just a beautiful moment and a gorgeous piece of animation. Number 5. Toy Story, Buzz and Woody Fall with Style. There's many reasons why Toy Story is an important movie. Most importantly, it's the first fully CG animated movie ever. Everything in animation changed after Toy Story. And the moment that you just think of when you think of Toy Story is actually at the end of the movie. Buzz has the rocket strapped to his back, and he has Woody, and they're finally friends. They finally understand each other. They're finally supporting each other. It's the moment that the movie has been kind of leading up to. It's just a great uplifting moment seeing them flying through the air. It's just a really great moment, and it's an important moment from an important movie. Number 4, Aladdin, A Whole New World. A Whole New World is the moment that really brings everything in Aladdin together. It brings the animation, it brings the music, it brings the characters all together in this beautiful, colorful sequence. Everyone talks about A Whole New World. Even if they don't mention Aladdin, you kind of know what they're talking about. It's just this scene that is really iconic, and I don't know why I didn't really realize it until just recently. Number 3, The Little Mermaid, Ariel on the Rock. The whole movie is this big iconic thing, and there were lots of moments I really could have chosen from, but I feel like the moment that just sticks into your mind is when Ariel has met Eric for the first time, and he's walking away, but she's singing to him, and it's just this beautiful uplifting moment where she lifts herself up and the waves crash over her. It's just this huge momentous moment, and it's so beautiful, and that song just gets me every time. I get goosebumps. It's so beautiful, it's so iconic, and I had to put it on the list. Number 2, Beauty and the Beast, the ballroom scene. I absolutely love Beauty and the Beast. It is one of the most gorgeous movies in all of Disney history, and I think the moment that really encapsulates all the beauty is the ballroom scene. Not only is it just gorgeous with the animation, but you really feel the characters' emotions. The scene is actually quite famous for its camera work. It used CG and computers to recreate camera angles that would normally not be seen in animation. And so it made it feel a little bit more tangible, a little bit more real. I love it a lot. Number 1, The Lion King, The Circle of Life. Let's be real. Of course this was going to be number 1. Everybody knows this scene. It's the most famous scene in the Disney Renaissance, if not of all of Disney animation. It's just this moment that everybody knows. Especially the part where Rafiki lifts up baby Simba. Like, that is the most iconic thing ever. That's the definition of iconic. I don't know anybody who has not done that with a pet or a baby or a stuffed animal. I mean, I know I've done it. I've had cats all my life. Of course I've recreated that scene. It had to be number 1. You probably all thought it was gonna be number 1. Well, it is. So that's it. That's my second part of my iconic moments in Disney animation. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I want to thank everyone on Facebook who helped me out and my friends who helped me out compiling the list. It took a little while because there's so many moments, there's so many movies, so it really hurt to cut out some of the movies. But I think it's a pretty good list. I also want to thank you guys for actually getting me to 100 subscribers. I know it's not that big of a number, but it took a while, and I'm glad I'm finally in the triple digits. I think that's really cool. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. The third and final part of this video will be next month, and we'll cover the 2000s and the 2010s, which will include Pixar as well. Have a great Friday, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye! Mwah. Number 5, roommates. If you pair up multiple people who don't really know each other in one living situation, a lot of times bad things are gonna happen. Not everyone gets along. There's drama. There's fights. I was personally lucky because my 5 roommates and I got along pretty well. Not everyone was technically friends with each other, but there wasn't any drama.